Okay, okay, testing. And there you go. Let me just check the connection. I think the connection is very good. Okay, before anything, I want to say hello, good morning, everybody. 3 minutes left before the market open. New York City, 9:27. The market opens at 9:30 right here. We're watching the euro dollar about to have a big drop, hopefully. Let's see. We got 3 minutes before the open. Everything seems to be good. We can have an idea with the indicators, but the indicators don't mean anything. This can still going up or something, but this doesn't exactly tell you or gives you an idea of what is gonna happen. For example, today I'm gonna show you the Ichimoku cloud right here. You can see the Ichimoku cloud right here. Yeah, this is the Ichimoku cloud. You have an idea what is this, what's happening, how does it work. The Ichimoku cloud is an indicator that you can have an idea of what is happening with the trend of the forex of the stock, depending what you're gonna do. 2 minutes left. We're gonna see Ichimoku cloud right here. Seems like the trend is going higher right here. This is the cloud. This is the trend. So it seems like everything still gonna go up. Let's take a look to SPX and Bitcoin. I saw Bitcoin having a good time right here on this. Look at this. Bitcoin going up now. You can buy now. You can buy more. I should buy more. I'm going to buy. Well, not in this one because I'm on the $1,000 account. I'm going to go to the bigger account and I'm going to start buying. This is going to be for the long term, right? I'm going to buy two Bitcoins for the $70,000 right here, right? 7000. This is the price. You see, take profit by, okay, 70. There you go. 15% into the Bitcoin. Seems like Ichimoku Cloud giving me a good screen going into the upper level. Right now, 9:30, New York City. The market is open. We're going to start watching everything move now. You can see everything is going to start moving. We're going to see what we can close, what we can keep going, and all of that, right? The numbers are going to be changing in everything. Doesn't matter. Just got to flow with the trend. Watching the everything changing. Palantir having a 4% up. Let me see. Wow. Look at this big jump for Palantir going into the 2390 and keep going. Look at this. I'm going to keep an eye on NVIDIA right here because I'm waiting for the 1000 on NVIDIA. So NVIDIA coming back into the cloud. Once past the cloud at 915 or 925, I will put it to 950, something like that, like around here, 953. Then we're going to see a big run into the 1000. Now, patient, patience is the key. You see, right here, this is the level, this is NVIDIA, this is the cloud. So to have a better understanding. Bitcoin, I just entered it, doing good, no bad. I'm gonna hold it until 30 minutes. Just gonna hold it for 30 minutes. Let me see what else is moving right here. Meta going for the 2%. Look at this. Meta going to 520. Pretty good area. 520. You got DoorDash. Everything's going up. Look at this. DoorDash going to 142. We got Avgo going to 1398. I should have waited more. I closed it too early probably. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. This, you know what? Let me take a look to the other account. The account of the $1,000. Let me see what do I have over here. See if I can close something because around 9 a.m. I'm gonna be closing something. I got Nvidia at $20, Bitcoin $14, AMD $6, Tesla $3. Big loser right now, the index of the euro dollar, which I'm gonna be holding. Probably not for too long because it seems like I did a mistake, but I'm just gonna hold it. Just hold it for the next one. Let's see how it's gonna behave. Um, we got also. Let me see. Remember that the chat is open. You can ask. You can ask questions. So we can keep watching this. Let me see. Okay, we got Nvidia, all Bitcoin, AMD, Tesla, and all of that. Nothing close, I believe, since yesterday. Just gonna watch the market develop right here. Taiwan Semiconductor doing good, Nvidia doing good, PayPal doing good. Who's doing bad? Let me see. Just take a look right here. Google having a big drop. Hmm. Okay. AutoZone. Oof. AutoZone selling off hard. But for me, it's an opportunity to buy, so I'm gonna buy it into the 31.50, 31.59, 59. There you go. 31.59. 31, 32.50, 32. There you go. So I'm gonna buy in AutoZone into the 31.82. There you go. Big sell to me. Time to enter right here. Domino's Pizza having a sell. Wow, big volume of selling force. Right here, I got the snow trying to coming back, but just having a hard time. So we're gonna probably see more sell force right here. McDonald's selling hard, struggling to coming up. I'm not gonna touch it yet. You got Disney sell having a comeback. Hopefully, having a comeback. We're gonna see. To me, yes. Hopefully, he's gonna have a comeback. Let me see into the 4 hour chart. Yeah, we're still going up. I'm gonna buy Disney right here. Uh, but not in this account because this account is too small. But I'm gonna buy Disney small into the 121. 121. Not bad. 121 Disney. There you go. There you go. I got Apple. Let me see Apple. Apple struggling. Is gonna make it or not? It's not gonna make it. It's gonna still going down. I'm not gonna touch it. It's not even in my area. Let me see for the 4 hour chart. What is showing me? It's not showing me anything. So I'm just gonna leave Apple alone. I'm not gonna force the trade. Don't force the trade. That's really important too. What else do I have? Again, Nubank. Nubank trying to going up. Not gonna touch it. Tesla, 50-50. We got Chevron selling off after the big point to the upside. We got Visa having a hard time trying to come back, coming back little by little. JP Morgan, doing good, but not gonna touch it. Home Depot coming back, but I don't think it's gonna go forward because it's a big selling force into earnings. Probably is not gonna make it right here. Rivian having a positive side. Got Li Auto. This is a Chinese company having a good time now. Shopify, not too much. Mastercard, Mastercard. Show me something, Mastercard. No. Mercado Libre, nothing. The ES, oof, going up really nice. Ready to sell. I would sell it if I could. I'm gonna, I'm gonna sell it now, but I should sell it if I would. AMD, not gonna touch it. SPX, jump to the upside. Big jump to the upside, but what? What? Who's gonna fill up this gap? When he's gonna fill up this gap, we don't know yet. But seems like it's gonna keep going forward up. We got Uber going up, going hard, going good. I'm gonna buy Uber into the $79, right? 79. I see Uber 80, but I'm gonna keep it 79 right here. I'm a big enthusiast for Uber. Uber is a big company, having the robot taxis. Maybe later on, Cathy would also investing in this company, which seems to be very, very good. In the United States, it's very big and good. It's gonna keep an eye on Uber. I'm gonna hold on. This is high. I'm gonna move it a little. Amazon. Nothing to me. Adobe, nothing to me. American Express, nothing to me. Microsoft, oof, Microsoft, what a big jump right here. PayPal, nothing to me. Netflix, oof, nice sell for Netflix. I would sell it for 630. This one is gonna. This is more profit taker right here. 630. Yeah, gonna leave it. Uh, Nvidia, I'm gonna buy it. Gonna buy Nvidia to the one that no. I'm already on Nvidia, so I'm not gonna touch it. DoorDash, I love Nvidia. That's why that's the problem. DoorDash, nothing to me. CRM, nothing to me. Avgo, nothing to me. Taiwan Semiconductors, oof, very good. Tempted to sell. I'm not gonna touch it. Meta, big buy, just waiting for the sell off. I'm gonna sell probably by 506. I'm gonna sell to 515. Let's do that. 515 meta. But this one's gonna take time. Big time. So just gonna go to the gap right here. You cannot see this thing clearly, but I'll show you why. We're gonna take it out this Ichimoku cloud. And I got Palantir going up, but I'm not gonna touch it now. Let's go to the Forex now. What's happening on Forex? Forex about to do a sell-off. I don't know. Just holding there. I'm gonna go Bitcoin, ready for a sell. I'm gonna sell. So I'm gonna take profits on Bitcoin now. I'm gonna sell right here. Take profits. Close. And now I'm gonna sell 0.01 into the 66 500. There you go. 66 could be. There you go. So I'm selling Bitcoin into the right here. This is gonna take time, but that's gonna be the move, right? Could be here. I'll put it right here. There you go. What else do I have over here? The ETFs. Nothing else to watch over here. Just gonna leave this right here, and I'm gonna close some greens. I got Nvidia green. I'm gonna close it. If I see green, I'll take it. AMD, I'm close it. There you go. I got Tesla. I'm gonna close it. I got I closed the other one before. Taiwan Semiconductor, now closing Tesla. Just gonna leave this thing and then jump into the other account. This is like a 5 day movement that is gonna happen in the 1,000 account right here. Let's see. Big movers right now. Bitcoin. I'm gonna close it. Not touch it anymore for today. That's it for me. Why? Because I did another trade on Bitcoin right here. You see, today is April 4. So we're gonna see April 4 right here. April the 4th. In here. 547 Bitcoin. I closed it early. 690 Palantir. 3420 Taiwan Semiconductors. And 238 Bitcoin just about a couple of minutes ago. I'm just gonna keep waiting for this thing, waiting for a power, waiting for the move to see how it's gonna happen. I can close some of my positions on red because I can do it because I already did a lot of profits on Bitcoin, so I can close this one and even up. But I'm gonna show you that the strategy of something that you believe because you are doing your homework and everything sometimes take a lot of time. Right here, we're waiting for this thing to come back into this area and keep pushing up to the upper side. Right here, you can watch it into the 4 hour candles happening into next week. Right here, because we are just right here. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, another Monday, another Tuesday, and probably in a couple of weeks, we're gonna see this Nvidia coming back. Probably in April. Let's see. But I'm not gonna lose the money because if you sell it right now, you're gonna lose the money. But you shouldn't sell it. Just wait for the trade. Wait for your um, wait for your way to make money and just hold it right there. It's like having money in the bank. Just hold it right there. When the time comes, just sell it, cash out, take your money, transfer to your bank, take it out from the ATM, and enjoy it. Invest it in something else or whatever you want to do that you feel that is going to happen next into the best thing. Right here, and once again, leaving this account in minus 1,500 right here negative, but just hoping and having the discipline that everything is going to move into the area that I wanted to move. So let's leave it right there for now. I'm gonna give a quick words for you if you interested in listening because this is part of the big things that happens right here. Uh, on internet, nobody's going to tell you exactly. Um, nobody's going to tell you that they have the golden recipe, the make the money maker. The nobody's going to tell you like what it's how they make money. But nobody's going to tell you the exactly way to make money. Nobody's going to tell you that. Is going to tell you that how to enter a trade or what they are look for in the trade before entering a trade. Nobody's going to tell you when to buy, when to sell, because everybody is afraid to be judged uh, by the profits that they take or by the moves that they made. Nobody shows you the mistakes. Nobody, because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to. They don't want to be seen like a loser into this ego type of stuff that that happens, right? So it's very hard to find somebody like I don't know. Let's say that you want to follow somebody because that somebody shows you like a lot of let's say it's a lot of gains, right? You want to follow somebody that don't make mistakes, but that's impossible because even the best trader in the world is gonna do. Uh, nobody's gonna have the crystal ball to say this thing is gonna go this thing is gonna do that and this and that because nobody's perfect. Nobody. Uh, some of the people may show you big gains and everything, but nobody really shows you uh, how they struggle to get into that day, into that level, uh, into that area. So what I recommend you to follow if you want to follow or if you want to be mentored, uh, try to follow or be mentored by people that is very transparent with you. Transparent, you know what it means? Transparent means that it's 100% real with you, like not only shows you the gains, it shows you screenshots of gains. It always shows you that he's the best and the king and never do mistakes and everything. But people actually do mistakes in these things, and some people do big mistakes. And my recommendation is that try to follow people that don't do too much mistakes, and the most important that uh, that shows you the mistakes, that tells you like it's that shows you that when he did a mistake, he tells you what the mistake was. Like for example, sometimes people do like they have a sale, they lost money, and they wanna make it back right away. And when you try to do that, there is a big chance that you're gonna end up losing everything. I don't recommend that. What I do recommend is that what I do recommend is that try to find or try to see or try to follow somebody that shows you wins and lose. And when he or she does a loser trade, explains you what was the mistake. Like, okay, I did this, I did that. I was boring. I entered this. I entered that. I choose this one because I was boring and this and that. So that is that is being that is being honest with yourself. That means that he's human. If he's human and transparent and shows you as a normal human being, not as a super guy or super something, because everybody here can do this thing. The difference between the people that makes a lot of money with this and the people who cannot do a lot of money with this is the psychology element. Like for example, like let's pretend you have a $100 account. $100, you save a lot of money. You have a $100. Maybe you don't have 100. Maybe you have only $50. It's okay. Let's put it 100 because it's an easy number It's an easy number to remember and to get the fact, you know. So uh, I want to show you what am I doing right now so I can explain you later. Right here, I don't know if you can watch this thing. I'm gonna explain you later. By the way, uh, so I was saying, like, for example, if you have a 100 if you have $100 account and you're trying to buy one stock of Tesla, you're not gonna make it because one stock of Tesla costs like around 160. So it's way over your account, right? Uh, when you have a $100 account, you're gonna look for companies that the price will be between $20 or $15 because you can buy, right? You can buy if it costs $20, you can buy 4 shares or something like that. If you have a $1,000 account, you're gonna try to find companies that cost between $200 and $500, right? Something like that. You don't want to go all in if you don't know what you're doing because probably that company is reporting earnings next day or probably during the week. And sometimes what we do is we buy the company, we buy the stock, and we just let it go, just waiting that it's gonna go up. And you don't know the why it's gonna go up, why it's supposed to go up. How about they going bankrupt? Or how about if they did a change on the CEO, or they did a partnership that people don't like, or maybe that is not gonna be profitable. So it's a lot of facts, you know. So coming back again to the thing, like if you have a $1,000 account, you're gonna buy a stock that costs around 200 or $300 probably, no more than that. I recommend. Uh, and you're gonna wait until you see your earnings, but before you choosing the stock that you're gonna trade, do your own research. Like for example, if I wanna buy Amazon, I wanna see what's happening with the stock. Are they gonna have a split coming soon? They just did a split lately. Uh, are they gonna report earnings? Are they firing workers in the company? Um, do they have a big a what is it like? Let's say, do they have like a big a what is this one competence? Do they have a big competence? Coming higher soon or something like that. I see a lot of companies like Amazon, for example. Somebody introduced me Temu. There is also Wish. I think Wish is disappeared. I haven't used it in a long time. Last time I used Wish, I believe was on the pandemic, and there is eBay now. There also is a big company, and all of that. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. This is these four companies that you can see right here. BTCW is a Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Fund. GBTC is a Grayscale Bitcoin also found. It's an ETFs, right? These are ETFs. Uh, these are ETFs. Let me just see if I wanna. Okay. And IVIT is one of my favorites. It's also a Bitcoin ETF. They have nice moves because you can see that I bought it for a price and now they're costing more. They're going up because they move with the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is moving. These also ETFs are moving. Just to have an idea. I don't touch too much this account. This I practice also on this one, but this is option tradings for everything. This is for the bank, the Schwab Bank bought Swim, and now you can trade over here on the Schwab Bank. This is what I do. All Swim also is a good platform where you can practice and do this. This is the gains year to date. That means the whole year they got give this in gains. This is like, you know, winner things. Well, according to all my moves, I did this. So it's small. It's very small compared with a $200,000 account because this is a practice for a $200,000 account with a profit of $5,000, which is like around 5%, which is not bad. But this is what I want to show you is the ETFs that I'm not going to sell it until Bitcoin is around $80,000 or maybe $100,000 or maybe $250,000, hopefully one day. And this is going to go up too. And at that price, I'm going to sell it because now we're going to have a good sell off. So I don't want to giving up my gains right here. So I'm not going to touch this thing for now. How you buy this thing? Well, number one, you go to trading view right here. You see how everything is behaving right now. 1 minute left to 10 a.m. and we're gonna see. You can buy Google, but it's not in my area. So I have my rules. Gotta have rules. I'm just not gonna enter. This is not my area. This is not my area. I'm not gonna buy it. I watch Domino's Pizza. It's not in my area. AMD, not in my area. Just gonna hold it. AutoZone, around in my area. Good. I like it. But probably is gonna have more selling. So for now, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna take profit in 32, 35. 32, 35. Okay, gonna go over here again. Auto zone. 32, 35 is gonna be my profit. I'm gonna buy 100 shares right now. The market price, and there you go. It's okay. Hold on. All right, we're gonna buy 10 shares. There you go. Good. Little mistake. There you go. So we got AutoZone. We're gonna watch the position, and as soon as I get AutoZone, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna program that is gonna go to. Let me see. Coming up into this level, which is right here, 32.26. 32.26. I'm gonna do 32. I'm gonna do 32 for $50 gain. Right? 32, 31, 31.70, 31.80. Let's do 31.80. So if this goes to 31.80, I'm gonna program over here. Sell. So this is a limit order. When it hits this price, sell. Make some profit, and it's gonna be good until I cancel it. So this can roll 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't care. It's already programmed, so it's gonna do what it needs to do. Right? Uh, yes, that's it. You send the order. Okay, it's good. All you gotta do now, just wait. This one coming back to this area is gonna sell it, and then we go. I'm gonna mark this with a rectangle, so we will know when this is gonna come back into the good price, and I'm gonna take profit, and then I'm gonna come back into the account to see how it was done. Now, I was saying that very good, interesting. We can watch now Bitcoin going to the downside, preparing for a sell because it's in my area. When it's in my area, I buy. When it's in this area, I sell. So I could sell right here, but I'm not gonna sell hard because it's having a good consolidation area right here, going to the upside. So probably if I see them come and drop it around this area, which I'm gonna put another square area rectangle, then I'm gonna buy again, waiting for the big push to the upside, right? Anything can happen. I'm not gonna touch it right now. I'm good with my gains today, so just gonna leave it, let it be. Okay. Right now, if it's in this area, buy it. If it's in this area, I sell it. So I could sell it probably. I'm not gonna touch it. Already did my money. So you the money, you make your things. Just get out. Go out, touch grass. Um, don't overtrade. That's a big mistake. Don't overtrade. If you follow somebody that is making money, make sure that they are showing you the true earnings and everything. Okay. All right. I believe that's it for now. I wanted to show you this thing. Right now, market seems to be healthy. SPX and the 5247, not bad. Palantir, nice area right here. Now probably dropping into the downside. Tesla is not having a good time. Tesla is going to be selling off. It's going to be hard for everything. It's just waiting for now, starting to sell euro versus dollar right here. Okay, I could sell another one right here because this is my big account. We're gonna go 10,000 units for take profit into the 08, 1.08. There you go. I'm gonna do 60 pips. All right. Selling now. What else do we have over here? Got USD, JPY, nice sell. Not ready to buy. I'm gonna buy it into the 151.61 just for 20 pips. Yeah, 20 pips. That should be good. Let me see, GBP, USD. Good, ready to sell. I'm gonna sell also this one for 60 pips. Nice profit. Oh yeah. A GBP, JPY. What do we have over here? Nothing. USD CAD. Oof, oversold. Waiting for a pull up to the upside, but I'm not gonna touch it since I don't trade it too long. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I see. Gonna come back tomorrow and see how we did because tomorrow, remember that it's gonna be big data day. What's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow, April 5th, 7:30 regular country, 8:30 New York time, Canadian dollar, unemployment rate on the Canadian dollar, US dollar, average hourly earnings month to month, non-farm employment change, the US dollar, and the US dollar for the unemployment rate. Big day today between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. So we're gonna see a lot of movements, a lot of flow, a lot of craziness, and hopefully you're gonna be on the right side of the trade. For me, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Be profitable. Remember that the 7th of April is going to be the last day that I'm going to be doing these streams on this platform. Then I'm going to be switching to um Twitch, which I have my account also. I'm gonna show you my Twitch account right here, which is called a Cafe City Studio right here. You can see my name. There you go. Cafe City Studio. This is my Twitch. Once we're gonna go, once I'm not gonna be able to do a live streaming on, which is gonna be my channel. Right here, I show you. I'm on Bitcoin and New York Runs Global. This is New York Runs Global Inc. It's a corporation. Right here, we're growing little by little. New York Runs Global League right here on YouTube. You can wanna watch these couple of pictures. You're gonna see some of the videos, some live videos right here, some of the shorts that I put over here, and all of that. Try to teach this thing in the best way possible, and also in the most transparent way possible, which is important also for this thing because a lot of money, a lot of people are expecting for this thing as a part-time, a part-time work, or also or as a hobby or as a hustle to earn some extra money in the markets. 99% is psychology, 1% is executing. That's all I gotta say. That's all I can tell you getting into this area. Very good. Okay, that's it for me. We're gonna see big moves also around 12 midday. Let's see how it's gonna behave the market. And I just want to make sure I'm not leaving nothing behind. Let me see. No questions. Everything is good, so I'm good to go. Thank you very much. And have a good day today, Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, big movement data. I'll see you guys Friday. See how it's gonna go. Probably tomorrow, Friday, I'm gonna be closing some of the trades because I want to start clean now and try another strategy. Let me see what else am I missing.
Perfect. Thank you, RJ. All right, Action, jump in. All right, so it actually made me think of something else. So let me start with the second question. You said first mover advantage. I totally get that, but it's first mover advantage because it's a chain with liquidity, the most liquidity in the whole market, right? You're not just saying, "Oh, let's build in something random." You're looking to go where the money's at. Not everybody on Bitcoin is begging for utility. Some people are quite salty about ordinals and everything else, but okay. I love the fees when I'm mining, so please keep it going. We need more of this. But let me ask you, like, the NFT Fi, like I get what NFT Fi is. I mean, it's a lending protocol when it comes to NFTs, but how does that apply to inscriptions? Does that work the same way? And are these inscriptions? Are they NFTs? What are we really looking at? So we are using that to leverage.
I don't know. I can put the audio of something interesting over here. I'm listening, but I want to share with you.
So the
I don't know.
because
You
like there
can
are no smart
you
smart
can listen
contract
it
on
to it.
the system.
I
So
want to share it. This is very
we have
important
it as a
information.
P2P service. So whereby the value on the NFT or the inscription that's the value that
Oh
the
yes,
the
yes,
market
yes,
is
yes,
pricing.
yes. I think
So
you can hear
it's a
it.
P2P platform.
Let me
So
see.
the lenders involved they would have to agree on the terms and condition. They would have to agree on the value that like percentage of the loan that they would be able to get. So it's more of a freedom. That's why like we don't do not like deep smart. Similar to what you guys are doing besides CBD. So I'm curious if you guys know what they're doing and if you have any comparison to how you guys are building. Mhm. Yeah, like we do see some competitors, but DBT hasn't been on our radar. But we did see other like competitors like Woods Game, Bitcoin Cat, and all. And in a way, like from the GameFi perspective, we are quite similar to any GameFi project. But we do have our competitive edge. For example, like the ecosystem part. So for most gaming like GameFi projects, even in the traditional GameFi, not just on BRC20, we do notice that most of the time the reward part, like the reward mechanism, it's it's a downtrending reward, right? For example, for XE Infinity as well. In the initial first commerce, they have that advantage of having more rewards, and then like later down the line, the rewards get diluted and the token price itself it gets quite tanked because of the reward that the project is keep giving like free money outright. But from our strategy, we have the wager match and tournament organizations there. So it's not that we are giving out free like winnings, or but like it's more of wager match where the players themselves have to wage something there. So it's the rewards are not coming from the ecosystem, but it's coming from the players themselves. So I think that's a unique model that we have, so that it doesn't impact our price as much as the other traditional games. So we do have the advantage, but in sense of gameplay, yeah, like we are a traditional game, like I said, arcade kind of game. Yeah. So I guess my question would be like, is there a wallet? Are you guys more of a wallet, or are you guys more of a platform for gaming? We are more of a platform, I would say, because we don't have our wallet ourselves. So we are using like Unisat, Xfers, OKXfers, and also like looking into partnership wallets and wallet service as well. So we are more of a platform. Okay, so then that was my next question. What wallet are you guys using? Uh, we right now we have integrated Unisat, Xfers, and OKX. Very cool. You guys have a lot of cool partnerships, and I would imagine that create more partnerships with CBD type companies. Yeah, yeah, of course. Like we are looking into partnership. Right now, like our schedules are quite tight. Just for the information of all the listeners here, we do have our IDOs. IDO already started. It starts from today and ends at 8. We have our IDO in CD5, Inceptor, Pools, Alex Lab, and Orange Text. So Alex Lab and Orange Text are code native to VR Street Narrative. And then apart from that, we have C5, Inceptor, and Pools. And also like the TG is quite close, so it's on 9th April, 1 p.m. UTC. We are going live on Gate and MXC and Unisat Pancake as well. So yeah, that because of that, we haven't been able to explore much on the partnership. We did start, but since the launch and the TG are quite close, we haven't been able to explore. But of course, like we would look forward to make those partnership and move forward. Yeah. I'm excited to see Bitcoin grow for games for sure, because that's my ecosystem. Yeah. Good questions there, Kayla. Definitely appreciate you asking those. I want to talk a little bit through the rewarding process here. I guess we're talking. Well, actually, before I get there, we talked about the games. We gave a little bit of color to that. People can go onto the website right now and they can look at Trek's game, right? They can look through a couple of these other pieces, but there's going to be a variety of games here that people can check out, right? Can you walk me through some of the kind of games that people are going to be able to play? Yeah. Right now, the platform, like the games, it will the full platform will go live right after TG, and the games that I set will be quite simple and easy to play. Wouldn't even require like tutorial to play that, so it's not a complicated game, and quite simple, and anybody can come and play. And the games that we have are like arcade kind of game, like Tetris, those kind of game, which we played way back and gives that nostalgic feeling. So yeah, we are hitting on that and that narrative. And the games that we are going to introduce, they are quite simple. And it's not just going to be like just two to four games and then we end there, but more of like season wise. So for the first season, we have 2 games. Like we have the T-Rex game, we have the Tetris game, then we have To the Moon game. So these 3 will be the first season, and then after that we will be having multiple seasons, and just to have it keep the ball rolling, so that we have an exciting game for the community each time. And for the development wise as well, since the game itself is quite easy to develop, and then easy to develop. I mean, like it doesn't take much time. So, but like we will be having multiple iterations, multiple different kind of games that we had in the way back, like in the arcade kind of days. Yeah. Perfect. Appreciate that. Hey, Quigley, good to have you up here. Do you got any thoughts in this area? Something that I haven't spent too much time talking about before. Hey, well, actually, this is kind of a newer area for me as far as specifically on the Bitcoin side of things, but it's definitely fascinating. I was just curious as I'm hearing you go through everything. I mean, kind of coming from the Degen mindset, the average sort of like average investor or whatnot. So one of the struggles I've had in the past with the other projects I've worked with that have an ecosystem, so to speak, or a platform, is sometimes just kind of like even the elevator pitch, right? Like just getting it all sort of like in one sentence, almost like, what are we doing here? And so I really do think, from my experience, like that's sometimes the challenge. And so I was wondering sort of what your plan is to kind of get the average person, out there that's sort of trying to wrap their head around something like this, sort of a more simple, streamlined, I guess, in a nutshell, what you guys are doing. And then also, like, you see a lot of these gaming platforms doing engagement farming, right? So the airdrop farming and all that. I was just curious, like, did you guys decide not to do that specifically, or was that something that was ever on your radar? I was curious about that. Yeah. So in a way, we could just simply say that T-Rex is a platform which has 3 components. One is the game zone, where we will have multiple games, quite simple and easy to play. And the second point would be the NFT, whereby you can do borrow and lending, just quite similar to how traditionally how you put in a mortgage to get a loan, right? So you put in collateral as an NFT, and then you get loans. So which is more of a P2P platform. And the last part would be a lotto, progressive lotto. So everybody understands what a lotto is, right? So to wrap it up, like it's simple 3 components within one platform. And as for the second question, you said what was the second question? Well, you just see a lot of these, gaming platforms, blockchains doing all the farming, and it's really just like a huge marketing. Yeah. So I just was curious if you guys talked about it, discussed it, or just kind of just set it aside, because it is, I'm sure, a pretty big thing to take on. Yeah. So a lot of people are doing a lot of questions, like farming airdrop site, and then like getting those engagement, and projects are milking a lot through airdrops. Our strategy wise, like we didn't look into that much on the airdrop side because from the race wise as well, compared to other like GameFi projects and all, our race was also relatively lower. Integrated to our project is that we have a tournament system whereby like just like how you play a chess game and you have that urge of having the highest score. It can be competitive within for your own high score as well, but when there's a leaderboard, when we have a leaderboard, it gets quite exciting. So we will be hosting tournaments, and just like how there are tools for people to like onboard community members, like how Galaxies they have the airdrop docs and like they have the docs on, like they have some features where they have to do some certain tasks and all. But after that, the communities join the group or like join that project. There isn't any like community engagement tools there. So we are leveraging our own platform, not just as a game for our own platform, but we are planning to integrate it as a community engagement tool for other projects as well, so that it's for the CDFI community. Then we can like organize a tournament for them, and they can use our platform so that the community are engaged while they don't have like any other engagements or any engagement tools. So it's more like a community engagement tool as well. So we haven't thought on the airdrop, but definitely on the community engagement tool. So we are leveraging it and marketing it as a community engagement tool as well. Yeah, that's awesome.
Great question there, Quigley. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm finding it pretty interesting too, right? The Bitcoin side of things, it's going down a little bit different area. Let's talk for a second about NFT-Fi, right? You mentioned how NFT-Fi is really redefining NFT utility within the big Bitcoin ecosystem. What kind of opportunities does that provide for users?
Yeah, so for the users, so that would be like the NFT holders, right? So not the project themselves, but using the NFT-Fi platform, they would be able to leverage because like if you're holding an NFT, the price does increase, and the only time that you would be able to gain like a certain like revenue or like a financial incentive would be selling that NFT, but you don't want to sell that, and but you need the money, right? So for an average person, you want to hold the NFT because you feel that the NFT would appreciate in price, and then the price might go up, and then when it's on the peak, then like you might get the incentive to sell as well. But like you might want to hold it, and like just holding it doesn't provide much utility. But because of that, we have the NFT-Fi platform whereby if you want to hold the NFT but you need some liquidity, then you put the NFT as a utility to your NFT holdings, and you do not have to sell it to get that leverage out of get that liquidity out of the NFT. So that's how like it helps the average users. And apart from that, we do look into having partnerships so that we can have this service provided for other NFT collections and for the partnership as well. So there's a lot of like interesting partnership that we can do with other projects on this. Yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate that. Okay, so just kind of going a little bit further from the NFT-Fi side of things, which, I mean, to be honest, well, Action, maybe I'll just ask you for a second, kind of refreshing the room for a minute here about halfway through. This is stuff, I mean, we do a lot of spaces together. We haven't really talked too much about right? People trying to call me. Hopefully I'm back. I was just saying, Action, I feel like we don't really talk too much about, the games on Bitcoin side of things, going too far into like some of these different areas around NFT-Fi. I'm just curious, like halfway through, just kind of get your thoughts on everything we've been discussing.
Yeah, we don't talk much about it because most people aren't doing it. There's just not a lot of people doing BRC20 stuff when it comes to NFT-Fi. I mean, that's the reason why I asked the question early on, like, do you mean inscriptions? Is because you don't hear NFT-Fi inside of the Bitcoin blockchain. You're hearing things about ordinals and inscriptions. That's why, like, I was confused at first, right? But I mean, it's the right approach if you want to generate revenue and if you want to bring in the liquidity that's just literally sitting on Bitcoin. I mean, people have to do something with it, not just sit on it, right? So creating avenues that people can actually move that money and take advantage of different use cases on the blockchain. I think it's everything. I mean, it's what Bitcoin needs for it to be viable long term. People actually have to use the network, not just for mining and basic, store of values type of thing. Otherwise, where the fees going to come from? We need more of this stuff to take place on the Bitcoin blockchain. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting ducks in a few years.
Some good points there, Action. And then Kayla, from your end, we've talked a lot of GameFi, a lot of excitement. What are your thoughts on this side of things with doing it more on the Bitcoin area?
So, I've been interested in building games on Bitcoin for a really long time because I don't want to build games on Ethereum. That's just my personal preference. And I've only seen ways to integrate new platforms together. And this is the first time I'm kind of seeing that, I've never seen a learn or a token. Like I can earn Trex 20 and Bitcoin. Is that right?
Oh, this is
Yeah, for the initial stage, we would build on the native only because of course we did get the idea of earning Bitcoin using our own using the GameFi version, right? It's quite interesting playing game and earning Bitcoin. So that narrative is quite interesting as well. So we do have plans to have rewards in Bitcoin as well. And
did we lose him?
Yeah, you cut out for me.
He probably got a call.
Another thing is I've actually never heard, and I can't believe this, I've never heard the term NFT-fi until today.
Yeah, I never heard it either, to be quite honest. Brian, is that something that you're familiar with?
I've heard the term, but I really like what they're doing, and I agree with Kayla about it's really cool to see intersection of games and Bitcoin. I'm a huge Web3 gaming guy, but I think there's room in the space for a lot of different protocols. So it's good to see this. Yeah.
Well, I think the issue for me is that I've always wanted to build a game, but I don't want to build it on Ethereum and then go kind of shill it, for lack of a better word, to colleges and schools. But I'd love to build a learn-to-earn platform. And I would be comfortable building a learn-to-earn platform on Bitcoin and confidently telling a group of people at school, hey, maybe in a couple of years, this is a viable investment. And so that's where my brain is here. Learn-to-earn on Bitcoin is a huge area for funding.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bitcoin as well, sort of in the mainstream's eyes, kind of legitimizes it. Obviously Ethereum's growing too now, and people are becoming aware of it. But I think it's a interesting space for sure. Yeah, learning the intersection of that and Bitcoin is quite. I haven't seen a lot in that space, so I think that would be a good one.
Yeah, I actually know there's an ask for that at a very high level too. Like when the government type of people come in and they want to see what we're doing, they want to know if we're doing learn to earn on Bitcoin. And I mean, for years the answer has been no. So if we could say yes, that would accelerate the adoption insanely.
Yeah, I think we lost tracks for a second. Work to get them back up on stage. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to me too. I was not super familiar with NFT-fi. I kind of like, I don't know if anybody else has gone through the website. I pinned a post at the top of the space. You can go through their link tree right there, and you can actually see the website. It's very, Action. I thought that you'd find this pretty cute, like with the dinosaur from the classic Google days. And they have on the website, it says you are offline, but then it crosses out offline and it says you're on chain. Come on, the little dinosaur, that was my friend in middle school, it's just tap, tap, tap. And it was either that or pinball.
They say there's something about, iconic creatures and like yours, wolf, right? It's very hard to forget. And they say the best brands have some kind of, creature or physical association. So to remember it easier. And if you think about, I think about the same, I think about web brands. I think of MailChimp, the email marketing company. I never forget that because I'm like, oh, the monkey one. Yeah, that one. And I never, to this day, have forgot it after the decade or whatever. So I think the best brands tend to do that.
That is true, right? And I actually did have one question, though. I was curious if there's any intellectual property around that. And I see we're getting JP back up on stage. Just around that dinosaur, I wasn't sure if there was any Google intellectual property around it, or anything like that, or if you guys were able to, and maybe you can answer this for me, JP, just when it comes to, your mascot, the dinosaur up there, maybe you can just give us your thought process behind that and utilizing it, if that's something that you'd be able to get intellectual property of, pieces like that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Got some connection issue here, but the Dino part, like we did look into it, and most of it is open source, so not an issue. And the interesting part is that there is also a collective aspect on this kind of games and age-old games which are in the arcade. So there are certain people that are quite worried that the age-old arcade games might die away and then might be lost. So there are already people who are inscribing those arcade kind of games and inscribing them on the blockchain so that they remain there forever. So we are also in that narrative, and the interesting part is that we are inscribing the game on the blockchain itself, and then just like how NFTs are sold, we are selling that as an NFT inscription to the community, and then once they hold that, whatever revenue that we generate from the platform, we do give it back, revenue share model. We have a revenue sharing model whereby whatever revenue that we generate, we do share it for the NFT holders.
Kayla, I saw you commented a question. You want to throw that in?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, I'd love to build some kind of, even a survey really, on Bitcoin where people can earn something, participation-wise. So if I wanted to build a learn-to-earn game on your platform, would that be possible? And would there be some kind of way to make an LP?
Yeah, I think that's also doable. Because learn to earn games, it's nothing much complicated, right? It's just question and answer. So we can integrate such kind of